Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So it's Sunday. It's 7:40 a.m. in the morning. I'm usually not up at this time, so everyone's still asleep. So if I sound the way that I sound right now, it's because I'm not trying to wake everybody up. But it's Sunday, and yesterday's video had three different topics on it. One of the topics was regarding these $15 plans that's being put out, and I wanted to elaborate more in this video about it because I feel like that the $15 2 gig plans are trash. I know, I said it. It's trash. But here's why. And I kind of said this in yesterday's video. But we're talking some of the plans just basically giving you 2 gigabytes of data. Now, while some of them are okay because it's 2 gigs of LTE, and then after that you're throttled down to 2G speeds. There are some other ones that are very questionable, and that has to do with the hard cap that these plans have. Why are these plans being hard capped? Supposedly these plans are here because of this whole crisis we're going through. So to keep people connected, you're getting a very affordable plan, $15, 2 gigs. But then again, there were companies like Unreal Mobile and Freedom Pop and there's a lot of these kind of under the radar MVNO prepaids that were doing something like that. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Unreal Mobile had a 2 gig plan for $15, but it was 2 gigs of LTE, and then you were throttled down to 2G speeds. So for companies like Tmobile and Metro by Tmobile to offer a $15 2 gigabyte plan that is hard capped, which a hard cap, if you don't understand what that means that once you hit the 2 gigabytes of usage, you're cut off from mobile data. Your speeds don't get reduced to 2G speeds where you can continue to use the service. You just wouldn't have faster data transfer speeds. Downlink, uplink is going to be slow. It's not that. You're cut off, which absolutely makes no sense because some smartphones today have services that rely on a constant data connection, right? Of course, weather widgets and weather apps require a constant data connection because it needs to, for it to update you on the weather and update you on any changes that maybe the Doppler radar has picked up from the National Service Center. It needs that connection. So when you don't have any more data connection because you're cut off from a hard cap, means that you're not going to have that updated information. But that's just regards to a weather widget. There are certain services that requires it. Certain companies that when you make a phone call, auto force you to do voice over LTE. And if you don't have that connection, how's your phone call going to go? But then again, it may just, revert to cellular connection. So let's go on something a little bit different. Let's go with, your messaging apps. Like say you use an iPhone. iPhones with iMessage uses data, doesn't use cellular connection to send a message over. Let's go on the Android side of things. Let's go with RCS message, right? People are loving RCS message, but it requires a data connection in order for it to work. It doesn't rely on the old SMS technology. I mean, even sending, a MMS or a picture message requires data to do it. It doesn't do it over, the old SMS cellular connection. So for companies like T-Mobile and Metro by T-Mobile to make a 2 gigabyte plan at $15 seems good because the pricing is okay. But then it's hard capped, and that's where I find a problem with it. Whereas other companies that are the low radar MVNOs can offer a similar plan with, throttling at 2G speeds, which means that you will still have mobile data connection. You'll still be able to browse the internet. You just won't be able to get your Netflix videos faster, which, to be honest with people out there, if you're, purchasing a 2 gigabyte plan, leave the Netflix stuff for when you're on Wi-Fi, all right? 2 gigs, you can burn that just watching YouTube videos. And if you're someone who likes to live stream on Periscope or Facebook Live or any of that stuff, then I definitely recommend not the 2 gigabyte plan. Because yeah, you can really eat that data up live streaming. I'm just saying. But the hard cap is probably one of the most idiotic things that a company could do, especially when we're in a time of need where people are losing their jobs or losing hours on their jobs. And so, they're having to look for ways to basically be a penny pincher. And a company is going to offer consumers, oh yeah, we got a $15 plan that's going to help you out, but your hard cap, that's idiotic in my opinion. So I mean, that's just my opinion. The other thing to it is how they're offering these 2 gigabyte plans at $15 for 60 days, and then the plan price is subject to change. That's another idiotic move, because we are moving into 5G, right? 5G is the thing that's being talked about quite a bit. My friends here on YouTube cover just about everything that has to do with 5G, weekly. They keep you guys updated weekly with what's going on with 5G. We're kind of moving towards that. So having a plan that's a 2 gigabyte plan, really the pricing should be at like $15 a month. I mean, look at it like this, right? Google Fi's flexible plan charges you $10 per gigabyte, right? So if you use 2 gigs, you're spending $20 for using 2 gigabytes of LTE. So if you had a plan that was $15 for 2 gigs, it's kind of giving it on a sale price rather than it's a wholesale price. So instead of $20 for 2 gigs, you're getting like a discount of $5 for 2 gigs. Why does it need to have a 60-day pricing subject to change? That's just ridiculous. I've said this in recent videos when I talked about how Google Fi how their plans should be. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's pretty interesting. But I said in that video, regarding to the flexible plan, they should get rid of the $20 Fi Basics charge on the flexible plan, which is the charge for unlimited talk and text. And then you're charged $10 per gigabyte that you use. Just get rid of that. Talking and texting on a smartphone today almost really just needs to just be given for free. Some people will disagree. I know corporations will disagree because they're like, oh, it's still a service that you're using, so we should charge for it. And it's like, yeah, but most people today are reliant on the data side of smartphones, right? So like communications is done through things like WhatsApp, Hangouts, iMessage, whatever chat services is out there, Facebook Messenger and whatnot, right? Like everyone communicates through those things. It's very rare that people actually make phone calls. Now, business people make phone calls. People that run businesses or work for a company, that are, in a management level, or, just, you guys get where I'm going with this. Those people do still make phone calls. And text, rarely, more companies would rather use some sort of like encrypted chats, service that, allows their messages to be encrypted and protected. But they still make actual cellular phone calls. But most consumers today don't. They video chat on Snapchat, Facebook Messenger, those types of things. So people are more on the data side of things. So for like talk and text, literally could just be given for free. I mean, look at Text Now. Text Now took the leap. That was one of the reasons why Text Now was getting so much buzz this past month, is because they are offering, free talk and text for life. You sign up with them with a number, and you get free talk and text for life. You don't get LTE service, you get talk and text for life for free. Of course, you got to use their app, which is where the phone calls and texts are governed by the app. It doesn't use the native dialer and the native SMS app that you have on your phone. You have to use theirs. So obviously they are making some money off of it, because if you don't have the premium version of Text Now, you have apps. You have the ads in your app. That's how they make their money. But if running ads, which doesn't really amount to a huge amount of money, is enough for them to give you free talk and text, and companies that are yielding pretty good money should be able to give their customers talk and text for free. I'm just saying. So these $15 plans are very aggravating because it's like they sell it kind of like a weasel. They sell it like it's a good thing for you guys. But then all that little extra stuff underneath it in the fine print, to me, it's just trash. So anyways, guys, that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video. If you guys enjoyed this video today, just let me know by smashing the like button. If you just found my channel and subscribed, thank you so much for doing so, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload another video. And that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. As always, aloha.
Let me out! I'm stuck in your pocket.